and they have tested it out, and it's warm, it's everything. We'll talk about that. And they were focusing mainly on homeless people. And so we pick up the phone and we say to them, we think that there is actually an intersection with the work you're doing with homeless people and ourselves. So I'm saying this just to say, please don't say that I said this is our innovation as COPESSA, but this is now who has taken over this. So we worked together with, they were called Homewood, and with the help of Gavin, God was on our necks. I have never seen anybody as driven as that man. And I was like, can you just slow down? I need to breathe. But anyway, we put together this proposal to the South African Breweries Foundation, and we won this as part of a social innovation award, and we were given some seed money to produce this thing. Unfortunately, Carlo moved overseas, and I think Tony just lost interest, the partner. And we were left with this. We now have the fund, we have the women, because the intersection for us was when women are abused, they can be homeless. And we can actually also work with the homeless people and try and reintegrate them back to society by giving them counseling and by giving them skills. So that was the intersection. So they said to us, no, carry on with this. So we have carried on with this. We've renamed it Biyela. Biyela means, it's a Nguni word that says to embrace, to love, to give dignity. And this is what this jacket does. So as you can see, it can be a jacket, it can be a sleeping bag. There's a young man who's here, who's become famous. He'll show you how it works just now. And it can also be a carry bag. As you know that people who are in the streets have very little belongings, so they can actually put them in this and carry them while they are walking around. Because if they leave it here, obviously, if they leave their things, they will not find them. So they can actually put them in that biela and walk around. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we are honored to have you here, to actually be the first to see and experience what this biela is all about. But it's not just for the homeless people. It can also be used for people who want to do camping. It can also be used in disaster management. Early on in disaster, there are no tents, there are no structures, and this can be used there. So I'm here to say, I'm appealing to all of you to spread the word out there. I'm appealing that you support the cause. The money goes mostly to the women, and the idea is that, you know, we often say we give people skills, but people can have skills, and if they don't have markets, it's almost like saying, I know how to fish. You've been taught how to fish. We all know that adage, teach a man to fish and they will not go hungry. But if the ponds are empty, guys, what do they fish? They fish nothing. And so what we try and do is to create not just the skills, the know-how to fish, but the ponds. And I'm hoping you'll be part of those ponds. So when he does, he keeps the back, the back up.
This biela now, it looks like a jacket. So for an individual who will be using it, this is during the day. So a user can be able to walk around with it during the day. That's step number one. Step number two. Step number two now, let's say it's during the night. Let's say during the night and the user wants to be. So this jacket inside, it has pockets. It allows the user to use the newspaper, fold it, this,
basically for somebody who's out there, they usually don't have blankets, or as Ruben said, sometimes your blankets are wet. So you want something like this because this is waterproof, and you can and you can take whatever material you can find, paper or old cloth, you stuff it inside, and then you can have a little bit of comfort as well as warmth in there.
So when it's during the night, the user is able.
You can gather closer to come and see.
That's how it looks during the night. So user is able to sleep comfortably. So yeah, so I think this really is an answer for, as much as Ma'am Thabiseng is mentioning, for someone who needs home, as it's called it like now. So the third step, I'm going to show you how to fold this jacket.
So maybe just before you do that, sometimes people who sleep on the street or have very few belongings and they don't want to leave them anywhere. So during the day, when they are wearing it, at the bottom there are pockets, and you can put your loaf of bread and walk around with it, and you put your toothbrush and your soaps and things, and the washcloth and all, and you just, it's velcroed, so you close it and then you just clip it at the back, and then you can carry your items around. Okay. And so after that, don't worry about, you can always, yeah, but people can see how to show them. But I'd really just like to get to that point that says, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. He's gonna take out all the things, fold it, and then he's walking around and he doesn't have belongings. And I'm gonna invite you outside. But before we do that, please feel free to maybe ask this panel and all the panel here, and maybe you would like to say a few things, and maybe you would like to pledge a few items, and then we can also go outside. So you can.
No, who's taking orders?
Who's taking orders?
Okay. You are. Excellent, thank you.
All right. There's another hand at the back there. Oh. All right. Okay. Anybody to say anything? So, is everybody clear how this works and the concept behind it?
No, so if we ask to have them branded, how long will it take?
So, I've got a young man here who we did not introduce. Because works for Postnet, so there's two types of branding.
Yeah.
It's easier to brand them before they are sold, so he can take care of that. Okay. You know, that's green branding.
Okay.
But the women also do embroidery,
right.
So they can also do that. So it depends on the number of units, but we can try and ship